There's this idea that to enter a monastery is some way to put the brakes on your life, in some way to sort of stop living.
And how do you find life here?
Oh dear. Well, it's one of those things I'm still sort of learning about it. As a novice, you know, that's what this whole year is about. It's about trying to get used to this way of life. You know, there are high points and low points because, you know, you really are testing yourself, you're testing your character. After uni I worked, I worked for the police. I guess the fact that I had sort of 3 jobs in the space of 3 years, I think I was sort of, I wouldn't say unhappy, but there was this need to be somewhere where it felt I was meant to be.
Currently there are 18 monks altogether. As time has gone on, yes, our community, like most communities in the West, has shrunk. We're not as many as we used to be, and there are lots of reasons for that. Society has changed, we have to be aware of that. And part of that is that people don't necessarily see monastic life as what you might call a valid career option. That's partly because of parents. My experience as vocations director is that very often people's parents are very much opposed to them entering the monastery or entering a seminary. And that does affect what actually happens. That it does affect whether they're prepared to do it.
It seems right to be here. And I think for the time being, for my family and friends, that might take a bit of getting used to. But actually it's essentially what makes you happy. And if you're happy, then you can only hope that your family and friends will also be happy for you.
All the religious congregations are trying to do things to, yes, attract people to their life. But actually, it's not a recruitment drive as such, at least it shouldn't be. Because joining a monastery is something you aim to be doing for your entire life. It's more like looking for a husband or a wife.
I'm rather embarrassed to show you my cell. It's supposed to be a very private part of a monk's life, and in fact we are not allowed to even have other monks come into our rooms. The ideal monk spends practically the whole day in his cell, but there are very few ideal monks. I first came here when I was 21. I came here from Malta because I had a long family connection with this monastery, going back to my great-grandparents' generation. We had a member of the family who was a monk at every generation since then, really, and they all came to this monastery.
Try it, because otherwise it will just sort of eat away at you, and if you don't try it, you'll never know, and then you'll be left in this sort of horrible situation where you're wondering, you know, can my life be happy? Can my life have meaning?